Hi everyone, Rhoda here with my mom this time.
Hello.
And we're gonna show you how to make the wonderful Easter cookies, and we have them right here. Those are the best Easter cookies in the whole wide world.
Easter cookies are notoriously famous for being healthy and delicious. They are made without any sugar, but they taste so sweet because they are filled with dates. These cookies are made according to an ancient recipe, transferred from generation to generation to celebrate the most important and oldest festival of the Christian Church, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So join Rhoda and her mom Ruth, a local family born and raised in Nazareth, as they show us how to make the traditional Easter cookies.
Yes, Easter cookies, Easter cookies, Easter cookies, Easter cookies, Easter cookies, Easter cookies. Yes, Easter cookies, Easter cookies, Easter cookies. Yes, Easter cookies.
In this household, cooking begins with a cup of a traditional Arabic coffee and a warm family welcome.
So there are many ways to do these cookies. I personally think that my mom's are the best, and she has the best ratio of everything. So there are spices that are used, and you can increase or decrease according to your liking, but also the dough itself has a few ways of making them. For example, these are made with semolina flour, which has this grainy texture, and these are made with regular flour. So today we're gonna do the regular flour recipe, but you can also do them with semolina, and both are just wonderful and very, very tasty. And we're gonna show you all the steps and the measurements and everything. So first we're gonna do the filling, and that's why we have our gloves on, because it gets really sticky. And basically we're using the Medjool dates, and they're so like soft and meaty and just wonderful. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the pits out of them. So it's a tedious work, but that's what you do. So we open each one and we take the pits or the stems that are on them, and we put them on the side because you don't want that in your filling. And then after that, we're gonna knead it together and add the spices for it and whatever it needs.
Okay, so while Rhoda's doing the dates, I will do the dough. So we need 1 kilo of regular flour, and we need 3 packages of margarine or butter. I use 2 margarine, 1 butter, and we take them out of the Frigidaire before a night, so it will be easy to do with the dough. Okay, and now what we do, we're gonna mix them real good. We're gonna mix them with the flour real good. So all the flour and the butter will be all together, one piece.
So the ratio between the dates and the flour is 1:1. So my mom is making 1 kilo of flour, a whole bag all-purpose flour, and that needs 1 kilo of dates. And here in Israel, you could just buy a box of 1 kilo. And so that's what we're doing it. And I think in American measurements, it translates into 2.2 pounds, I believe. And the flour, it's basically just a whole bag of it.
So now the flour and the butter are mixed together. Now we want to put the spices. This is gum mastic. I put it in the blender with little sugar. I buy it like this, and this is gum mastic. I put small spoon, only a spoon, small spoon. And then I have mahleb. It's also kind of spice. It has very, very good smell. 1 tablespoon of mahleb on the flour. And also just a little bit of yeast, just a little bit. And 1 cup of warm water. That's it. We mix all together till it becomes one piece of dough.
So the malab, a spice, this one is ground, and it actually comes from type of cherry tree. It's the cherry stone, and inside are the seeds, and it's ground. So you can find that online actually, because I found it. And mastic, it comes from a gum mastic tree. So these are the two unique flavors to the dough. All right, so now the dates are all deep pitted and de-stemmed, and to that we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of margarine, or you could do 1 tablespoon of butter, and it's just a little cube like that. And to that we're gonna add cinnamon, and how much?
1 small spoon.
1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Like this?
Mm-hmm.
Enough, okay. And then we're gonna add nutmeg, and just like 1/4 of a teaspoon like this, right?
Yeah, less, yeah. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay. Now, if you like it more nutmeggy, you can add more, but the nutmeg taste is strong, so be advised about that. And now we knead it, right? Mm-hmm. Just with the hand like this. She gave me the harder dough to knead. It's very sneaky. Boy, I've never done that before. It's very difficult. I just eat the cookies. That's the best part about them. Now, usually this event includes a lot of women in the kitchen, like relatives and friends, and you kind of rotate like to each other's houses and help each one do them. So it's a nice event around the Easter, and in the neighborhood, like during this time you'll be smelling the cookies from everybody's kitchen, and then they like do 10 kilos or more, but they do them so fast because a lot of women participate.
So the dough is ready, and now I want to divide them to small pieces according to the size of the cookie you want to do. So this is the size. So I want to do the whole thing, divide into pieces.
If you feel like you have parts of the dates that are dry and they're not kneading together, so these parts you could just take out, put them on the side. Do not put them part of the dough because they're gonna toughen, and then when you bite on it, when the dough's ready, it's not a good feeling. So I'm feeling some particles, parts of the date skin that are a bit tough, so we can simply take those out. They're not many, but just a few. Like all, it has to blend in, like you cannot have big particles. All right. Okay, so I have a little bit of oil, just any oil that you have. This is corn oil, and because it's a warm day today, sometimes in this time of the year it's either cold, either warm. When it's cold, the dates don't stick as much and they're easier to handle, but when it's a warm day like today, it's harder to handle and it's very, very sticky. I had to change my gloves, so I take a little bit of oil and I rub my gloves with it so the dates don't stick to my gloves or to my hands. You could definitely do that bare hands. And so I have this piece, for example, here. I'm kneading it like this. And then I put it on this cutter and just rolling it like this. So roll it. You want to have it a certain thickness that is not too thick, so it can fit the cookie very well. Is this good?
If it sticks, you can put it in the frigidaire a little bit and then continue to use it.
Okay. Okay, so we take one piece of the dough and we roll it on the table, and then you press down just like that, and then you take part of the dates that you have rolled, and then you see how much you need. You see, you press it down as well, and then you take that excess and put it away. And now you wanna bring the dough around it and pinch it together and roll it again so the dates stay inside. And so like this, we roll it. Now you can make these larger or smaller, it's up to you. And if you feel there's excess dough on the side too, you can take that out and mix it with the rest of the dough. And then you just pinch it together at the end. You stick it together. And there you go.
Now we have these small tools and we want to do this design. This takes a lot of time, and like Rhoda said, that's why a lot of women usually come and help. But you can bake them without this design also, because it takes a lot of time. You can just put them without this design in the oven.
How much slower? I finished mine. I do one, my mom does 3. That's a ratio. That's how slow I am. Okay, so these as far as the round ones, and now we're gonna do the spear-shaped ones. And for those, what you could do, you could add some walnuts. You just need to take raw walnuts and kind of cut them. You don't want to ground them, but you want to just cut them into small pieces like this. So you could fill in with the date filling. And these you don't want to roll too much. You want to keep them a smaller shape. So just like that. And then you pinch them with those tweezers. You could do a lot of designs like a leaf with a pinch in the middle, like a spine in the middle, and then on the side, or you could just put it diagonal or just straight lines all around. It's really up to you. And this one represents the spear that went into Jesus' side while on the cross. So for this shape in particular, you don't roll the dates in this way. You take a piece of the dates, like small one like this, and you want to prepare them in this way, just balls. So you take the dough and you kind of expand it in your hands that it's not thick, and remember that this has to go over the date, so you want to make it wide enough, and when it's thick enough it tastes more dry. So, and then you take the ball and you put it in the middle like this, and then you just cover it. I think it's too much dough, so we're gonna take a bit out. So we don't want it too doughy. So you really have to feel for it. And take out always the excess. You don't want too much dough in there. And you don't want too much dates either, because then it's way too sweet. And then you kind of roll it, so you give it that smooth look. You roll it like this, see, so the date is inside, and you want to shape it. So give it that shape of the tomb or the stone that was rolled to cover the tomb. Is it ready, shape-wise? And there you go. This one I did a cross shape on it with like rays on the sides, if you can see that. And that's it.
And so almost 1 kilo can do around 84 to 90 cookies. Like these round, small ones.
Awesome. Excellent.
She's laughing.
عيب عليكي.
Joy is laughing. What did I say?
Okay, so my dad decided to join us to do a few designs because he's really good with that. He has beautiful handwriting and he could do professional handwriting. But now we'll see how he does the designs. Welcome to our workshop, first of all. Welcome. You have to roll it and then press it down. And if you have extra dough on the sides, you can pinch it out and not use it. Oh, he's done. يلا ده بتاعتي. How much do you? No, he failed. He failed. حرام يا يابا.
Another one.
يلا another one. This is a great family activity. You help us get done faster. Everybody's helping. So you could do it with your family, your children, your neighbors, your community. Like, this is really a group activity to do. Okay, so we have the batch all decorated and done. Now we're gonna put it in the oven. Preheated oven, 350 degrees for 15 minutes. So it's ready and I'm gonna pop it in. And we wanna put it on the top. This one. You want to put it on not the very top, not on the very top level, but in between the middle and the top. So you want it higher than the middle, so it doesn't burn from the bottom. And now we wait and we have to check on them. And that's it. Check them. Okay, so here we go. We have an assortment here of everything that we did and we're gonna talk a little bit about them. And by the way, the number of cookies you're supposed to have, for example, if you do this shape, should be around 84, 85, like to the number when you do a kilo for kilo. So that's always the number that came out. But today, because we did something a bit different, like those filled ones, so we had 90 because those are much smaller. There we go. We have the Fifi one here with the eyes. We got the Star of David. We have the star. We have the cross. Sorry, this one's pretty. And we have SR. And this one Sergio did. It's like the infinity, eternal life. And this is the spear shaped. And those are just different types of decorations that you can use. So my sister did this style, I did this style, which is simpler, but we've added in the end one which is normally done, even though today we just did one type of these cookies, but this one is filled with like the walnuts with some cinnamon and sugar. So that's also another way to do them, to skip the dates and just do like this. They're yummy as well. So if you're very much into nuts and you love nuts with that flavor, you can do that as well. And so there you go. We have all these assortments. There you go, Easter cookies.